is Knit in the Zone. This is episode 76, and before we get started, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who is joining me today. Welcome to new viewers and welcome back to returning viewers. If you're interested in following me on social media, I'll link everything below. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry, and then I also have an artisan hand-dyed yarn shop, traintrackfiberdesigns.com. So let's get started. I have a few things that I've been stocking. The first thing, this is called the Throwback, and this is by Andrea Mowry. It's a cardigan that's super adorable, has color work throughout the shoulders. I'll flash a picture of it on the screen for you guys. So as you can see, there's a lot of color work going on in the upper section of the cardigan. It looks like it'd be really fun to knit. The pattern is $8 and it's worsted weight yarn. So that's the first thing I'm stocking. So the next thing I'm stocking is called Gettin. I think that's how you say it. And it's a pattern by Caitlin Hunter. It's a DK weight pattern that has color work throughout the whole entire garment. I'll flash that on the screen for you guys right now. So I am really wanting to make that soon. I love that, and right now I'm kind of on I want to make a DK weight sweater kick. So yeah, that is definitely checking off all the boxes. So that's something I'm really looking forward to casting on for sometime soon. And then the next thing that I'm looking at, this is called Texture Time. This is the new thing from Stephen West. So it's actually not, I'll flash a picture on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But there's really not anything to show you yet because it's his mystery knit along. It actually calls for 4 different color fingering weight skeins. If you actually look at the pictures, it shows 5 because 2 of those are 50 grams. So I'm not gonna do like a textured skein in mine. I'm just gonna do all the same type of yarn through mine. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Alright, so that's it for everything that I'm stocking, and I actually have a FO, I have a new project that I cast on, and then I also have made a lot of progress on my Zweig. So first I'm going to start off with my FO, which is my Maritimo, I think is how we say this, and it is an FO technically, but it has not been blocked and I still have to weave in my ends, but I love it. I made mine a little bit different than the pattern called for. It was supposed to be oversized and kind of boxy, and I made mine more form-fitting, and I also changed the neckline. So my neckline is lower, and then mine actually is more form-fitting than the pattern called for, and I changed the bottom part too, and I only did 2 colors. So I guess this is technically Maritimo, but it's kind of not. So yeah. And then I made these parts right here, these lacy panels. It's washing out. These lacy panels right here, these were supposed to have 5 repeats, and I did 7 repeats, I think, on those. And then there was supposed to be a solid panel. This was supposed to be a contrasting color. Basically, I've just went and jumbled the whole thing up. But I like it. I'm happy with my FO, and I'll block it out and take finished object pictures at some point. Also, if you're interested in seeing what I did, I've been trying to be pretty good about keeping my notes on Ravelry, like with the pattern, so that, you know, if anyone wants to know, they can go in there and look. I'll try to remember to make sure that I have it all updated before I put this episode up, though. So that is my Maritimo, and the pattern is by Caitlin Hunter. It's a fingering weight pattern, $7 for the pattern. And oh, the yarn, duh. So the yarn that I used is my Starlight Sparks base. I don't know if you can tell it's sparkly, but it is. And the color is Letters from Janelle. And then the contrasting color, this was actually just like a lone little random mini that I don't even know. I don't think it ever got a name. It was a test color, so yeah. Anyways, so that's my Maritimo. I love it. If you haven't made one and you're interested in making one, just know it's a super fast knit. It's actually knit bottom up, and then you have to separate for the, separate for the front and back, and then you pick up and do the sleeves, and it just went really quick. So, and it's a cute little top. So I'm excited. It's still so hot here though. It's still like in the high 80s, at the in the afternoons. So I won't be able to wear it for a little while, but it's ready. Well, it will be ready very soon. So yay. All right. And then I want to talk to you guys about my new cast on because it's kind of sad actually. So I am throwing things everywhere. Talk to you guys about my new cast on, and it's kind of sad because I cast on and I
had such high hopes for this, and I'm gonna actually frog it.
But I wanted to show you guys before I frog it because I love it, but you'll see why. So this is the top part of, what is this called? Tecumseh? The reason I'm gonna frog it, I'm sure you can already guess, the contrast of the colors is like not enough. There's like way not enough contrast going on. So what I'm gonna do is frog this out. I'm gonna save my teal and then obviously save my gold spike, and I'm gonna use them in this sweater, but I'm going to get a different color for my, I guess my main color, because I love this sweater. I'm really wanting to knit a DK weight sweater right now, but with color work. But the problem is this just did not work out for the colors. It's just not a high contrast. And whenever they're next to each other, look, I totally thought that was gonna work. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so pretty. And there's just not enough contrast. And if I could quit throwing everything, I would actually hold it up and show you. So I just feel like I would constantly, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't feel as confident wearing this and like out in the world, because I think if you're a knitter, then you would see it and you'd be like, oh cool, yeah, it's Tecumseh. But if you're just like a random person in the grocery store or wherever I am, it looks like, what do you have all over your sweater? So I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna frog it out, and then I'm gonna just dye up something darker for the main color and use my two contrasting colors because I really like them. I absolutely love this teal. This was kind of a happy accident, so maybe if I can repeat it, I would love to put some of this in the shop. Let me know, would you guys be into that? Are you into this kind of like a sea foamy kind of color? I don't know. I like it a lot. So yeah, if I can repeat that, that would be super cool. Let me see if there's anything else I need to tell you guys about it. Yeah, there's really not anything else to say about it other than whenever I was doing my short row section on the back, I actually filmed a short row tutorial for you guys. So it's actually for the German short rows. That's what I like versus a wrap and turn. So if you were interested in that, I'll pop it up here. And yeah, so, but that's all I got, and I'm gonna frog it.
But I wanted to show you guys before I obviously frogged it. I think I said that like 15 times now.
Let me show you my thing that's actually still in the needles. This is my Zweig, and I'm pretty sure last time I showed you guys this, I still had a different color in the yoke. Last time I showed you guys this I think was still in that Quiet Things colorway, and then I ripped all that back and I just did a slate color up there. I think it shows up so much better now, and I know kind of further back you can't tell it's lace, but you can see that there's a high contrast in the colors, and then whenever you're actually up close you can tell it's lacy sections. And I think that because of how lacy it is, I'll probably have to wear something underneath it anyway. So what I think is, if I have it up against something, you know, it's kind of more obvious. I love it though. So this is Zweig by Caitlin Hunter, and I've got this much done. I think I still have a few inches left to go in the body. I think she wants you to go to 13 inches from the underarms, and I probably will go longer than that just because I usually do knit the bodies of my sweaters a little bit longer. But I think I'm at about 12 inches right now, or maybe 11 inches. I don't know. I'm doing these little cables all over it like the pattern calls for, and at first they were like so hard because I was using a cable needle and I didn't even think about like you can do cables without a cable needle. Yeah, if it's like a little one you can. So what I'm gonna do is actually film a tutorial for that, and I'll link it for you guys as well. because that just made it so much faster. I remembered about right here that I could do that, and ever since then it's flown. Up to that part, it was like whenever you get to those cable rows, it was kind of like I was dreading it, just because I feel like they were taking so much longer. Now that I'm doing it without a cable needle, that's like way, way better. The colors that I'm using, this is quartz. This is from my Shop Train Trek Fiber Designs, and it's actually on my sparkle base, which I never feel like the sparkle shows up on the camera, but it's really sparkly in real life. This is sparkle, and this is not sparkle, and this is just on my Alley Bash base, and this is slate. There's plenty of quartz in the shop. I think I have it on a couple of bases. I think I have it on BFL and sparkle right now. I don't think there's any more slate in the shop right now though. It's what I've got going on. Once again, it's kind of like the Caitlin Hunter like update show. I just love her design so much. And then she has the other new sweater that just came out too, Ingalls or something. That's something I want to cast on for too. I'm like just dying over here over her designs. And then the one I showed you at the beginning, Gun 3 I think is what it's called. I mean, I literally could just knit all of the things from Caitlin Hunter right now. I think that's everything I have for you for knitting. As far as, I guess, like life update stuff, kind of. So if you watched my Spend the Day with Me that I put up last week, you know that my kitty cat passed away. She was 17. It was completely unexpected. I'd had her since she was maybe 4 weeks old. I found her whenever she was tiny, tiny, tiny. Someone had thrown her out by a dumpster, and I happened to drive by. It was in a restaurant parking lot. And I happened to drive by and find her, and she was like this big. She was tiny. And yeah, pretty much stopped and got her, took her home, and I've had her forever, basically. I mean, I've had her literally forever. So she passed away suddenly. What day was it? It was the 19th of August. So it's been a couple weeks now, but everything that you guys have seen since then was pre-recorded because I just kind of like to have a back stock of stuff. So now I'm like current in time again, but yeah, so that was really lucky that I had done that so that I could have a few days there, because I mean, it was unexpected. And if you've ever lost a pet, or I don't know, she was more than a pet to me. She was my kid. I mean, I've had her forever. So anyway, if you ever lost someone like that suddenly, it's like, you know, you're kind of at a loss for what to do. So thank you to everyone who reached out to me too with kind wishes and things that you had to say. That was very nice. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so there's been kind of lack of knitting content because of, I don't know, basically I couldn't get my stuff together. During that time, I did actually start watching a few things on TV. So I started watching, well, we watched all of Ozark that came out, and I watched it all now. Season 2, we'd already watched season 1. And I watched most of Insatiable on Netflix. That's really cute. I kind of, whenever I saw it, I was thinking it was gonna be like, kind of like, I don't know, teeny bopper, like more of like a teen girl show. And maybe it kind of is. I don't know. It's really funny though. Kind of inappropriate in a lot of ways too. So I thought that was hilarious. So that made me laugh. So if you need something to laugh at, that's a good one. But I don't think I've really watched anything else. I'm listening to, I think it's called The Year of Yes, or The Yes Year, something like that. It's by Shonda Rhimes. And I'm listening to that right now. And I don't think there's anything else that I'm listening to or watching that you would probably care about. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said earlier, I did put up a German short row tutorial. If you guys are interested in that, go check it out. I really highly recommend those. And I actually did some slow motion sections in there so you can actually see and follow along, because that's, I don't know, whenever I've tried to learn things off of YouTube, I feel like that's something I'm always like, wait, hold on. So I tried to be mindful of that. So if you're interested, check it out. Alright guys, so that's it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you here next week with a new video. Bye guys!